capable of catching a tremendous variety of fish species and is an absolute must for every fly box. Black and olive, or a black and olive mix, are popular colors. Buggers can be tied on just about any size streamer hook. An SN1 and an SN3 are good choices. Here, we're going to use a size 10 SN1. Begin by getting your hook firmly secured in the vise. To add some weight to the fly to help it sink faster, we're going to use .02 lead wire. Wrap the wire around the hook shank in nice, even, adjacent spirals. Make sure you leave some space behind the eye. You can either use your tying scissors or a fingernail to cut off the excess wire. For tying thread, we're going to use 140 denier black ultra thread. Start your thread on the hook shank between the eye and the lead wraps using a jam knot. Leave the tag long and hold it against the lead as you take wraps rearward. The tag will stop the thread from digging down into the lead wraps. Go back over the area again to ensure the lead is held firmly in place. You can then snip off the tag end of your tying thread. For the tail, snip off the tip of a marabou feather. Measure this to form a tail about a hook shank in length. Then, using the pinch technique, tie it in starting just behind the lead wraps and working rearward. Snip the butt end of the marabou off at the tie-in point. Continue taking wraps of tying thread rearward to about halfway between the point and the barb. Cut a 4-inch length of chenille from the card and then tie it in just in front of the tail with 6 to 10 thread wraps. Select a single saddle hackle and pull it free from the others. Gently pull some of the feather's barbules rearward to expose the tip. Secure it to the hook shank with several tight wraps of tying thread. You can snip the remainder of the tip off close. With that done, take wraps of tying thread forward to in front of the lead. Get hold of the chenille and begin making adjacent wraps up the hook shank to form a nice, even body. Tie the chenille off just behind the eye and snip the remainder free. Get hold of the saddle hackle and begin making open spiral wraps up the hook shank toward the eye. Use your left hand to pull the fibers rearward as you go. This technique is called palmering. Tie up the stem with several good wraps of tying thread, and then use your scissors to snip off the remaining tip. Take a few more wraps to form a small head and make 2 to 3 half-hitch knots to secure the thread. You can then snip it off close. Add a couple drops of head cement to the wraps and your Wolly Bugger's complete. This is one pattern you should never be without.